You just sing nothings, sweet nothings and shit. But I like to sing sweet somethings, like something that's gonna, do something. Cause like I feel like there's a whole bunch of mindless just music, and it sounds great, but I don't know, it's not enough for me.
Is it coming out of here or from somewhere else?
Nice, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I can't tell sometimes. All right, hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Procrastination Radio Show. I'm your host, Ian Complex, and today we have a very, 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 very special guest. Cosmo, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Ian.
Hi,
Mr. Complex. Thank you,
That's
man.
a very
I'm here.
formal greeting. I like it.
Yeah, we here on Procrastination Radio
Yeah.
podcast / interview / art talk, you know what I mean?
All of that.
We just gonna be doing a damn thing, you know what I mean?
100 Pondo.
Can I curse?
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing a fucking thing.
Wow. First
You know what
curse
I
word on the
mean?
show. Breaking news. The first curse word.
I'm a little vulgar.
Nah, it's good, bro. Today was a funny day.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, coming into this conversation, I got to witness you. I feel like at the best performance level I've ever seen anybody with on Twitch.
Oh my God.
And I didn't expect. I'm just on Instagram this morning. I'm like, all right. I see your story. I'm like, oh, all right. Let me hop in for a little bit. I ended up staying way longer than I thought I was. Just being entertained, just by you just talking shit and just being yourself, and it was very amazing.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like Jalen been trying to get me on his stream.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro, I don't want to fucking stream, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not a streamer. I'm a musician.
Yeah, a real artist.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a real artist.
Right. Different.
And he was like, yo, try out. Yo, he was like, yo, try Omegle, bro. We gonna get on Omegle. I'm like, Omegle?
Yeah.
I ain't been on that shit since I was like 10 years old, 12 years old. I got on there and it was fun, man. It was fun. It's a lot of racist people on there, but
no doubt.
Besides that and the forearm, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I'm just telling kids not to do drugs.
Yeah, that was really interesting seeing all them kids just smoking,
doing drugs. I was like, yo, that's the first time I seen some shit like that. I ain't gonna lie.
They just
a
mad
little
comfortable in front of the screen,
traumatizing.
like, what's up with you?
Yo, I'm like, did you do your homework, nigga?
Right.
What the fuck?
It's like,
you only got to worry about school.
Yeah.
Why the fuck you stressed? Like you over here smoking.
What is this outlet? Why?
Like, yo.
How did you get on this?
How?
Where did you find this at?
Not gonna lie though, like when I was so I was in New York, like I didn't really see like kids doing drugs like that. But when I came to Florida, it was crazy.
I don't know what it was. I was kind of talking to somebody, this guy Julian, on another episode about just like the work ethic from people in Miami and Broward. And I think in all of Florida, but in Miami, I see a lot of people from young just out and about, just doing the thing. I think you're exposed to certain things you don't really maybe see as a positive or a negative, so you kind of grow up doing certain things. And I think now more than ever, especially with TikTok and whatnot, I think kids are just picking stuff up, and it's like, oh, this my aesthetic.
I'm like, dude, if you don't get a fake cigarette for whatever aesthetic I don't know, don't even do it.
Yeah, I think it's just the access.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I was hitting the Smarties,
right,
and thought I was hot shit.
Yeah.
Thought I was going crazy. These niggas smoking doinks, like
smoking, they are the plug,
smoking big shit.
This is from
they got a plug already.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck?
Not because they got phones, so it makes sense. They just connected. It's
Yeah, that's
very
true.
it's very
That's true.
interesting. But yeah, all in all, welcome to the show. I've
Thanks,
been
man.
a big fan of your music, and I think through diving deeper into how you create
Thanks.
a bigger fan of like your mind. And I just like, not to gas you up even more than I have already before this happened, but do you know how good you are? Like, are the choices you make musically like
Thank you.
conscious? Because it's it's frustrating. Again, I say it's just frustrating listening to music, and you're just like, you had to think about this to make it.
I kind of just like I be listening to what I listen to.
Yeah.
All right, so all right, if I'm getting technical,
Mm-hmm.
how I think about like whatever I make,
Yeah.
I just remember that like this idea is not actually mine. It's just it just comes like randomly, like
Yeah.
whether I heard the melody faintly in like a song I was listening to like a couple years ago.
Right.
Like that happens to me a lot to where like I'll make a song, I'll be like, oh, this shit sound like JT. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
this shit
Mm-hmm.
sound like da 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 da. And like I
Mm-hmm.
don't consciously try to do it,
Yeah.
but I guess the influences just come
Yeah.
how they come. And I honestly don't think I'm that great yet,
Mm.
but
Mm.
I can't let the people know that. I mean, I'm fire.
Right. Yeah.
I'm fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
the
That's all
best.
you said. The greatest ever.
I'm the best,
Yeah. Yeah.
nigga. Yeah, I didn't say none of that shit,
No. No.
bro. Like
Yeah. Positive
I'm good
talking.
as fuck.
Positive. Positive.
But I think like for me, I just learned chords that I
Yeah.
like from songs that I like, and I'll just take one specific chord and try to build on that
Yeah.
for the whole song.
Yeah.
Right now I'm in my little like rap phase. I'm not really rapping,
Oh.
but like I'm just like I love like aggressive like rapping.
like you in Wu Tang now. Mm,
I don't know. I
announcement.
don't know.
Announcement.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's just what I've been into lately.
Yeah.
I just like I grew up on rap and punk. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So like I always go back to aggressive ass music, even though I be singing some pretty shit. Like I be singing pretty shit, but listening to some aggressive ass
Yeah.
shit in my headphones. Like it's kind of crazy.
Just
But
the visual is just different. Just
yeah, you know what I
rainbows,
mean?
unicorns, and then just death,
Rainbows, colorful ass
aggression.
clothes and shit.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
listening to fucking punk. Like,
Yeah.
like it's kind of crazy.
That's interesting.
Like
So.
right now, you should check out this band. They're called
Mhm.
Mannequin Pussy.
Mhm.
It's so fire, dude. It's so fire. Oh
Huh.
my god. Pretty ass chords, but it's
Yeah.
fast paced and there's some girl like yelling.
Yeah.
Oh man. It's fire. I
That's a
love it.
crazy so this girl, she's yelling. That's it.
Yo, it's
Listen
just
to it.
so fire. I listened to it like when I was like skating, like well, I'm gonna get back into skating, but like
Yeah.
I don't really do it no more. But
Yeah.
that's how I picked it up. Punk
Do those
music.
like punk influences and the rap influences? I know you said it's funny. It's like, or it's different. The juxtaposition between the singing and what you
Yeah.
listen to. Do you still find that those, in whatever way it manifests, like those formats or those genres make their way into your music?
I think so, cause like even
Mm.
in the way that like I like drums is like a big part of like
Yeah.
music for me. Like I gotta start with the drums.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like rap and punk is very like based on yo, is them drums knocking? You
Hmm.
know what I mean?
Hmm.
If it's not, then that song is probably not that great. You know what I mean? Like so that's just what I've been on. Like but yeah, that definitely shows in the music in that aspect of like
Hmm.
the drums and just the atmosphere of like yo, this needs to be fast paced type
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah.
Before I was like really in my indie vibe, but
Mm.
I'm just getting a little bit bored of it, just a little bit.
From like what perspective? Just you just heard too much, or
Yeah, I guess it's just like I don't want to be that nigga who just makes
mm.
the same type of music
Mm. Yeah.
all the
Feel you.
time and
Yeah.
shit. You know what I mean? Like I want to let people know like I just love music, period. It's not like a
Right.
specific genre that I want
Right.
to make all the time. Like,
Right.
and I really don't care what people want to hear. I just put out what I want to
Yeah.
play,
Yeah.
like type vibe.
Yeah.
So right now, people always want a certain sound. Oh, you sound like Steve Lacy. Put out more like that, like
Mhm, mhm.
bitch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put out what I want to, nigga. Yo,
Ah.
you know what I mean? Shout out Steve though, he's fired, but
Yeah, yeah,
it's just you gotta switch it up,
yeah.
or else you're gonna be known as that nigga who sounds like Steve
Right.
Lacy.
Yeah. I don't know if people, and I think it's just a human thing of comparison uh to
That's
like
facts.
congratulate somebody on something, but I don't know if people understand when you spend time trying to so badly focus on communicating an idea that is in your head to then hear it's like, oh, this sounds like 17 other things. Like, got you,
Yo, for real.
heard you.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. But I try not to take it personally
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
do understand it. Like,
yeah.
yes, I'm a black guy doing indie.
Hmm.
Because at the end of the day, like, nobody really says that about Omar Apollo.
Hmm.
About, like, I'm not saying Omar Apollo sounds exactly like Steve Lacy, but I think
Yeah.
in the earlier stages, for
Right,
sure,
right, right,
he was an
right,
indie
right.
head that came after. He came from that tree.
Yeah.
So I know it's the optics paired with whatever, you know what I'm saying? So
Right,
I'm just
right,
like,
right.
hey, thanks, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Thank you.
it's interesting you say that because I think, like, I've gone back into my Static Major bag, and I'm like, just like a lot of the places he was going vocally, I'm like, "Oh, this is very," like,
Crazy.
he's responsible for a lot of things that people are doing now, and
That's
just a lot of
facts.
these older acts and the chances they were taking on music is very interesting, and I think just, again, I wanna give you your kudos because 'cause I'm hearing a lot of things, and I'm just like, I it's incredible that you're thinking about singing something that way, and
I
it's
have to.
just it's it's who you are, you know? That's
It's
what you
just who
do.
I am.
It's just
I
that's
I
all.
I just have to. It's in my blood. I don't know, man. I really like. I wanna like try to calculate how,
Yeah,
but I feel like that kind of ruins the fun.
yeah,
But I don't know. I guess it's different goals, different strokes.
yeah,
You know.
yeah.
But
It
yeah,
yeah,
Static
it
Major is sick. Like I started like listening to like I was on YouTube and I was just like, oh, let me look it up because
mhm,
that one song with Drake.
mhm, you're right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Du-du-dum, dum, du-du-dum, du-du-dum, dum, du-du. You know
Hey,
what I
Static
mean? I was
standing
like,
up.
it's like this, and man, yeah, bro. I was like, damn, this is fire. And then like I heard the inspiration, and I was like,
Yeah,
wow, this is even crazier.
yeah,
And then I heard like some song, I think it was Static Major, but it
mhm,
was an Aaliyah song
mhm,
that he had like sung like as a
yeah,
reference
the
or whatever.
reference, yeah,
And I was like, damn, he's going crazy.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
fuck.
yeah,
It kind of inspired me to write like music, like for
yeah,
not me. So he's definitely like one of those, man. He's
yeah.
gone too soon. It's fuck.
Yeah, yeah, RP. So that's a good question. Like, when you do write, is it usually from your perspective? Is it based on the situations you're in, or are you writing to kind of release the energy that you've been given at like, any given moment?
So up until recently,
Mm,
it's just been like I experienced some shit and it comes in the music.
yeah,
Like I don't really like try to, but now like I'm getting like to that point where okay, so for my next album,
mm,
I need it to sound like a certain way and I
yeah,
want it to feel a certain way and I want you to get the character, I want you to like get a story
right.
from this, not just oh, this music is tight. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
I want like cuz I feel like that's all the albums that I live with,
Mm,
like that
mm,
I listened to from a kid and to this day, it's a story for
yeah,
real. Like it's it's
yeah,
it's not even like a oh, he did this and then he did that. It's just like a climax and it's
right.
just like constantly like something pushing forward a message.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? Not just a message of I like you,
right.
I love you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
and it's cool, people like that, you
yeah,
just sing nothings, sweet nothings and shit. but I like to sing sweet somethings,
Wow.
like
That's it.
something that's gonna,
That's a
do
shirt.
something.
Yeah.
Cause it's like I feel like there's a whole bunch of mindless just music, and
Yeah.
it sounds great, but I don't know, it's not enough for me. So I guess that's my mission or my goal
Right.
right now is to be more like in tuned. Can you hear that ice cream truck?
I could. He was kinda going crazy. Like that.
Yo. But just to be more in tune with like what I'm trying to say and
Yeah.
not just does it sound pretty,
Mm, mm, mm.
So I guess that's the goal from now on to just like really get in tune with like the message
Yeah.
and the story.
Yeah.
So like for my next album, it's gonna be called Stellar,
Mhm.
and I'm writing out like the story of him right now. Like, what does he wear?
Yeah.
What does he like to do?
Yeah.
Where is he? What is he talking about in this album? You know
Mhm,
what I mean? I'm
mhm.
working on my website and shit. Like, I'm just trying to get more serious with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I would be in a better position if I took music a little more serious.
Mhm. Yeah.
It don't even take that much,
Yeah.
really.
That yeah, that's a big part I think of what people coming into, and I wouldn't even say the industry, but I think creativity as a means of um like financial gain or just trying to make something of it as a career. I think there's a
Facts.
lot of facets that don't get brought up to people that you have to kind of realize, and I think it's an interesting time now because I think people are getting so much education from wherever they are about like, hey, like
Facts.
get that storyline together, get your performance together. Don't go on stage with the backing vocals too loud so people can hear you. Like all
Yeah,
these
that's fact.
things that like people would just kind of go up and embarrass themselves on. Like I wonder for you, like have you gone through those moments? Like do you think you've had enough of those moments, or are you still in that
Yeah.
process of
I
learning?
think I'm definitely still in that process of learning, but
Yeah,
there are things that I have learned like from like doing shows in Miami and just
yeah,
like seeing other niggas perform, and I'm like, oh, I can your vocals are not matching with the lyrics on the song.
yeah,
You should probably just take the lyrics out
yeah,
and just go on the beat.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But a lot of people, or they don't even have their own like DJ, so
Mm-hmm.
their sound is fucked up because the
Mm-hmm.
sound guy doesn't give a shit. He
Mm-hmm.
already got paid.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he's just using the same levels for every other
Right.
artist.
Right.
It's just little shit like that that you just see. And then
Yeah.
it's also just like some people's stage presence. All right, so I went to a couple concerts. I went to
Yeah.
Knockout Smith,
Mm-hmm.
Zach Villery,
Yeah.
a couple of the, they're big, but they're like
Right.
not that big.
Yeah.
But I just seen something in common of like they make the crowd feel like they're there, even
Yeah.
though they are there.
Yeah.
But some people just go on stage and be like, "Yo, what's up? I'm so and so. This was song,"
Right.
and they just start singing and shit, or they start
Yeah.
rapping and shit, and then
Yeah.
like the crowd is just looking at you,
Right.
like because it's like you're not like you gotta pull them in.
Yeah.
You know
You
what I
gotta engage
mean?
them. Yeah.
And exactly, you gotta engage them because they really gonna shit on you if you don't engage them. And I don't even think they know what they're doing. Like I think it's just a human thing. Like, oh,
Yeah.
this guy's on stage,
Yeah.
like that's
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah.
if you're like make them laugh a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I know everybody can't, but
Yeah.
you know, it's just something you got to learn if you want to be a musician and
Yeah.
perform his music or her music, and you know, and then it's also the attitude you have to have. Like, people get mad. I've seen people get like mad at the crowd
For not
while they're on stage. And I'm like, dude, that is not how you like how you get them on
sing
board,
my
bro.
song. Sing.
Bro. Dude, I was all right. So I was at this one art show, right?
Yeah.
You know about let me not even
Oh.
I was at this one art show and cousin, right?
Okay.
He on the
Yeah.
stage and he's like, nobody's really paying him any mind, I guess. And he's just like, hey, y'all fuck with my shit. And that shit was crazy, bro. I just had to get out of there, bro. I was like, ooh, this is awkward. I gotta go.
Hey,
I
do
gotta
it.
go.
Do it.
Yo, like, bro, I'm like, yo, that is not how you get the crowd, man. You can't be cursing out the crowd. Yo, that shit was crazy.
Was his music good though? Like, was it?
Bro, it wasn't that
But
good.
yeah, but
But
you can't do both things at the same time. Then you
the
can't.
thing is, like, I've seen trash niggas get like, oh,
Right.
let me not say that. Niggas music that is just not for me.
Yeah.
I've seen them really work a crowd, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And it's like it's really just in the personality because I've noticed that like, there's people who love music,
Mhm.
but there's
Mhm.
also people who just listen to music. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Like they don't really think too hard about it. If it
Right.
sounds like this, they'll
Right.
listen
It's
to
fine.
it.
Yeah.
And you'll get them if you're just a decent person
Yeah.
and you know how to engage a crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't even have to be that great at
Yeah.
music a lot of the times. Like there's a
True.
lot of shit that's mediocre as fuck that
Yeah.
blows up. But and it's just their personality, the
Right.
people they meet, the connections they make. And I just noticed that like, okay, if I just engage the crowd and not be like mad if they're because the thing is also with crowds,
Yeah.
I've seen a crowd come to a show for a specific like this is their show.
Yeah.
Like you bought a ticket
Right. For
and they're talking
headliner.
in the
Yeah.
crowd and they're like talking to their friends and shit while this nigga's performing. I'm like, damn, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, yo, y'all came here for this
Right.
person,
For
right?
sure.
Like, it's kind of crazy, but
Yeah.
it's because no matter how great their music, they're not engaged in the crowd,
Right. Right.
Like I seen a clip of Jordan Ward.
Yeah.
He's fucking blowing up, bro. Like
Yeah. That
blowing up
project
big
was
as shit.
beautiful.
Yo, if I'm being honest, I heard a couple songs. I know
Mhm.
he's great.
Yeah.
I've
It
been
wasn't.
listening to some my own shit.
Yeah.
Like not even my music. I just been on like I've been listening to a lot of punk and a lot of
Yeah.
aggressive shit. So I
Yeah.
guess I haven't really like caught on yet,
Into that pocket. Yeah.
caught up.
Yeah.
I got to get into that headspace because even I have a lot of homies that make music and like it's like I gotta like keep up with them and shit and like
Yeah.
it's a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Like
That is an interesting point. That. Yeah.
because he like, but he's on stage,
Yeah.
he's doing a song. The first song, the songs that were like blowing up like pretty
Mhm.
big.
Mhm.
I don't care, I just
Right.
want you to know. They were all singing it.
Yeah.
And then he got some song that they didn't really know.
Yeah.
And I'm just hearing a whole bunch of niggas in the crowd
Yeah.
talking and shit. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
bro, no whispering, laughing and shit. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
you niggas are crazy.
Yeah.
God damn. So it's really just that's always what I keep in the back of my head, bro.
Yeah.
Like I just gotta keep them niggas engaged and shit. You see this nigga in the yo, what do you want? But yeah, man. That's
Yeah.
that.
It's it, it's really interesting. I think because
so much. I'm so sorry.
It's all good, man.
hey, community.
Thank you. You know what I mean?
Um,
Community.
but yeah, I feel like outside of even performers, I think the approach that artists are taking with their audience is very interesting because I think right now more than ever is very divisive, or it feels like you have to like or dislike somebody, or you can't sit in the middle with an artist in any for any reason.
Yeah.
So it's interesting hearing a lot of, for specifically a lot of the women coming out right now, a lot of like hate just on them and the audience, and it's like what you said. It's like if an audience is connecting to somebody, I feel like to some degree the quality of the music goes out the window, and it's just like I'm
Yeah.
here because I feel good with this.
Yeah, literally.
So they can speak to it in a different way that doesn't. So it's weird when people are like dismissive of that very human quality of connection. It's like I love the music. That's all that really matters. You know, you can get into all the like minutia of like if it's not mixed right, or this is not whatever, this is not
Yeah.
connecting to you. Like I think the way you went about saying that was very like just aware. It's like you don't. That's not your music for right now. You don't have time to
Type
connect
vibe.
to it right now. So I wish more people took that
What you doing?
approach rather than just being like, "This is the worst thing since blah blah blase." You know,
My
is
bad. But yeah, that's facts.
yeah,
Because I think a lot of people just aren't a lot of people like they say they like things, but they don't really study it, you
Mhm,
know?
mhm,
So
mhm,
they're not really like fully grasping what they have to do.
mhm.
They just think like, oh, I'm doing all of this, like, so it should be fine. And it's like,
Right,
nah, bro, like there's a lot more shit that you
right.
gotta do.
Yeah,
I found that out with clothes, bro. I was trying to make clothes
yeah,
with the homies. I
yeah.
got a couple screens. I got it. Like it was, yo, just making the first screen was
Mhm.
like, fuck.
Oh, y'all was doing it,
Like,
like, by hand, by hand?
yeah, man.
Ah, yeah, that's a different.
Yeah, man. Like literally just screens too.
Yeah,
No, like we didn't have no machine to like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
really
yeah,
put it
yeah.
on and shit. It was just, yo, hold this shirt now.
Right.
let me let me squeegee that shit, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. And it's like you think it's so easy. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
all you gotta do is shit. It's one
right.
ink, one
The
color,
shirt? Yeah,
boom. Hell no, man. That
yeah,
shit is not tight.
yeah.
It's not tight, bro. It's not tight,
So
dude.
did that
And if they
turn you off
my
of
bad.
making clothes? No, you're good.
It really did, man.
Where?
It really did. We had bought like a whole bunch of like samples and
Yeah,
shit. Like
yeah,
we was thrifting for clothes that we was like, yeah, we gonna print on this and
yeah,
like
yeah,
yada yada yada, do that one
yeah,
of one shit.
yeah.
Really on some like random order 4YE
Right,
type
right,
vibe where
yeah,
like, you know, in the earlier stages they were just like making one off
right,
pieces and
right.
shit. But we just learned, you know, the hard way that like, yo, this shit is not
Yeah,
this shit
it
is
was
not
legit.
a piece of cake.
Yeah,
And I also realized a lot of niggas are just ironing on
right,
shit
right.
on their clothes. And I'm like, dude, that is it's so like wow.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like
Like, when
wow.
you
You
know, you're
niggas
like, "Ah,
really
I see."
yo,
Yeah,
really? Cause I'm like feeling the shirts and
right,
shit that people be doing. I'm like, why does this have a border on
right,
the
right.
like
It's like, "Well,
why is
you was
there
lazy." Okay, I see.
yo,
Yeah.
like damn, you couldn't even cut out the white, bro. Like you just iron that bitch
This
on.
gilding
Like you
tag
didn't
still on
even,
there, gang. It's like, "Okay."
bro, you didn't even
Right.
try. Like I'm like, wow, but you know, they're selling it.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And niggas are buying that
yeah,
shit. So
yeah.
right now I'm looking into there's like this there's just like printer. It's called
Mhm,
like DTG direct to garment
mhm.
printer.
Yeah,
And you literally it's like a printer. The shit costs like a couple racks though.
yeah,
You know, I can't afford that shit.
yeah,
But you literally put a shirt in there and you spray the shirt with like a primer or whatever,
yeah.
and you wrap it around, make sure it's flat, and it prints on the shirt.
Mm,
And it's not you don't even feel the design like on top of the
interesting.
shirt because it's literally in
And
like the
that's hard.
fibers and shit.
Yeah,
And I first seen that I used to go to like graphic school like a while ago,
yeah,
and I don't know, it was cool. You know, I got my little certification or whatever,
right.
but like all that shit,
Toot, toot. Yep.
you know what I mean? Like I don't even, but I do remember that shit, and that shit
Yeah, it's
I
like,
need it. I
yeah,
need. You can make a shirt in 20 seconds.
yeah, it's crazy.
20 fucking seconds, bro.
That's insane. Cause then
I'm
that
sorry,
goes
that was a
on.
tangent.
No, 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 bro. That's the part of the show. Like, I think, speaking of graphics, I wanted to ask you. I think you are one of the artists. I feel like a lot of people in your circle of creatives have such amazing eyes, and I feel like a lot of the visual language that y'all share kind of bleeds in and out of each other in a really cool way. And I was wondering, where did that very colorful, very kind of copy paste collage kind of connection come from for you? Because I think it matches the music so much, And I
I
wonder
feel
if
you.
before that was there some choices where it's like you just stand in the corner with a tuxedo on, and it was like, yeah, it's not matching what I'm doing. Like, were there like fails before the wins came?
I used to like make my own cover art and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
and like I used to think it was so cool.
yeah,
Like I used to think that shit was so fire,
yeah,
you know. But like, it wasn't. It wasn't that great. I used to put like the song title in it
right,
with my name and
yeah.
shit. Like, and like, I'm like, bro, they know your name. Like, they're
You
listening
can
to the
see it.
song. Like, they're literally
That's
they know
funny.
the name of the song too, dude.
Right.
They're listening to it right
Yeah.
now. So it's just like, and then that was before I went to graphic school. Like when
Yeah.
I went to graphic school, it really did like my teacher. he was kind of a dick
Mm,
at first, but
mm,
I just interpreted him as a dick because he just wouldn't be fucking with the shit I was doing.
yeah.
And I was just like, oh, you just don't get it. You
Right,
just
right,
don't
right.
get it.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. You on that level, bruh.
You're in your little, you know what I mean? You're in
Right,
your little
right, right.
teenage
Yeah, yeah,
angst,
yeah,
whatever. But what he was trying to communicate to me was like, yo, there's a certain language that you got to speak to the human brain before you get into the stylistic
right,
shit.
right,
Like you can't just have your font looking one way just
right,
because you think it's cool. You can't
right.
just da 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 da. And so once I like realized, I guess manipulation.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
once you what that
Design.
you
Yeah.
know, like, literally.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
now, like every time, like I'm passing by, like I'll look at like a billboard of like a
Right.
store or some shit. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
they didn't do that right.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it's like, oh, why is a dumpling place with that font?
Right,
Like,
right,
I
right.
don't know. It's kind of ingrained in my brain.
Yeah,
But
that's cool.
so once I like, okay, I need to communicate like a feeling and not just what is the name of the song and who is fucking on it.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
need to like match that with that.
Yeah,
The homie Jalen, he would just take pictures of me, all the time and try out his ideas. And for Dog Days, my first album,
yeah,
that was like the first time I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let somebody else, like I'm gonna do like an actual cover art,
yeah,
like you know what I mean?
yeah.
Something that's not gonna just say Dog
Right,
Days or
right.
like Cosmos demos or whatever. And he took this picture and he like left the exposure on and just like let the lights just come in. He was moving around the camera and shit.
Mm, mm.
And that I thought that shit just looked so sick.
Yeah.
And so I just, edited it a little bit, do my thing.
Mm.
And that was the first time I started taking it like actually serious. Like, yo, this actually matches like the album.
Yeah,
The album does feel bright, and
yeah,
the picture is a bright orange, and I'm smiling crazy as fuck in the corner because
yeah,
I was probably under the influence.
yeah,
And it was just like, um, yeah, that's kind of like where it started, I guess, like of just me, the homie Jalen, and then um my girlfriend Shilene,
mm.
she's like she's an art school kid, so she kind of just knows how to do everything across the
Yeah,
board,
yeah,
but those two are the ones who like kind of help me like put the visuals to the music
yeah, yeah, yeah,
type vibe. So I guess that's where I got it from. And then like the style of just like ripping shit up and putting together, that was all Jalen. He was
Oh,
just, I
word,
don't know what
word.
he was thinking. He was just
Yeah,
on it. He was just on it and
yeah,
he did his shit and I was like, oh, this shit's pretty cool. You can probably see it in the back right
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. It's amazing work. Yeah,
But a lot of people don't realize that he's doing this shit like, oh shit. He's doing this shit like for real. This ain't no
yeah, yeah.
Photoshop. Like
Not the digital. Yeah,
he
no, yeah.
just
It's
that
yeah,
shit. But I've
yeah.
just never seen niggas like do graphic design like it's the 70s.
Right.
You know what I
Like he don't
mean?
got the tool. He don't got no laptop. He just
He's just doing that shit and scanning that hoe in. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty fire.
original.
But
Yeah,
yeah, so I guess that's where like the visual aspect of it come from. And then
yeah,
I also just like all of my influences are pretty like into their visuals.
yeah.
Like all of my favorite artists they have great music videos and great
Right.
cover arts and shit like that. So that's also like the reason why I haven't really been like releasing music videos,
Mm,
because I don't want to release a music video that's just ass, bro. Like
mm. I feel you.
I want a good, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
I want something that I'm proud of,
Right,
that I'm like, yo, y'all watch this. I
right,
look
right, right.
fire. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
So it's just like I guess that's a curse too,
Right. I was about to
because
ask, does that ever get in the way of like
definitely,
releasing like music and different pieces of like expression in general?
definitely, because it's like sometimes like I'll forget that, like, all right, there was a point where like I was just releasing music on SoundCloud, just putting it out. Oh, I
Mm,
finished this
mm.
song today. I'm gonna put it out that day,
Right,
you know.
right.
And then like I found out like, okay, I should put it on streaming, and I'm just gonna make some random cover art, put it on streaming, blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
But I got into my head where I'm like, yo, I can't release a song without releasing visuals,
Yeah.
and I can't get these visuals done because so and so is busy, or I don't know how to do this shit, or
Right.
you know what I'm saying.
Right.
But then I guess I just got that balance of like, yo, release the music. The music video can come whenever.
Mhm.
Like people
Mhm.
are gonna listen to it, and I guess that's how I like structure it now. Like, yo, the music video is gonna come when it comes. Make sure that shit's great.
Yeah.
Don't rush it, but rush the music,
Yeah.
like not in a rush the music to come out when it's done.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I also fell into that groove of just not releasing music for like damn near a year, dude.
Yeah.
And it was just like, fuck. Like I
Yeah.
felt like
Yeah.
shit, man.
Yeah.
Every month people are like asking me, like, because you don't think that like people care, at one point. Like I'm over here with like less than like 1,000. Like I got like 1,000 followers or some shit on
Mhm.
SoundCloud. I'm like,
Mhm.
bro, nobody's about to miss me if I don't release some
Mhm.
shit. Like,
Yeah.
and that is not the case, bro. Niggas are DMing me and shit. Like, yo, where's the new shit? Where's the new shit? So it's like you get in your head, like, fuck, I need to release some shit.
Right.
And it's just like, I guess I just stopped like pressuring myself and just doing shit.
Yeah.
Like, yo, just finish it. Like, it's not even that big of a deal. Like,
Yeah.
if it's not as great as it's supposed to be, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
whoever's gonna like it is gonna like it. Type vibe. Yo, I ramble a lot.
Nah, this is the best platform for that because that's that's
Oh
exactly what you
shit.
need to do on it. Right? I tell you, it's so funny because sometimes you'll. I think everybody's different with how they communicate stuff they're passionate about. I think similarly to you, I will get in a tangent about especially art and how I feel and how I express myself and all that stuff. And
Facts.
I think it's a beautiful thing. You can get lost in it because it is like a love that you have for something that's like encapsulated most of your life. And I think
Facts.
I'm just coming to terms with being okay with communicating that way where I'm just getting lost in it. Because before, like, I think sometimes people feel like it's pretentious sometimes, or like I'm trying to. I've just experienced people just be like, bro, why you talking about you making beats or whatever? Why you talking about you got da da da? I'm like, bro, I'm just, bro, I'm nice with it. Like I like it, bro. This like
Bro,
this what I
niggas don't be
love.
doing nothing. That's why. They get upset when you talk about some shit that you're doing
Right.
because they don't do nothing.
Yeah.
Like that's really what it is,
They
bro.
just mad.
Cause
They
I
just
be doing that too,
angry.
bro. Like
Yeah.
I find myself like, I can't really like talk about like how I feel. Like, yo, I just made this fire ass shit. You know what I'm saying? I could talk about that with the homies, like the
Yeah.
close homies,
Yeah.
but like I can't go on Instagram and be like, yo, so and so thinks I'm
Right.
fire,
Right. Right.
because other people are gonna be like, bro, nobody gives a fuck.
Right.
I'm like, I don't care if you don't give a
Yeah.
fuck,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
I give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like that's
I
why I said
care.
it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I care, bro.
Yeah.
That's facts, man. I hate that feeling.
Yeah,
I hate that
it's
feeling.
weird, man. You take up like the space that you have on the internet, and then people try to make it seem like you can't take that space. Like it's so
Dude. Yo, I remember like when I was like out of high school and
yeah,
I really started taking this music shit serious, like
yeah,
I was on Instagram acting like I already had a fan base, you know what I
right,
mean?
right,
And people would like, bro, who you talking to?
yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? And it's like those same people are like, damn, like, yo, like, you're so crazy. Like, you have
right,
these people listening to you, yada
right,
yada. And me personally, like, I don't think I have a lot of
yeah,
fucking, you know what I mean? Like, I think I got a lot of fucking work to do. But other people who don't have it in them to do the work, that at least the little amount of work that I've done,
right, right.
they start to like look at me like, easy for you to say. Like, no, it's not
Yeah,
easy, nigga.
yeah,
Like, I've been doing this shit.
yeah,
I've been doing this shit for years, bro. Like,
yeah, yeah,
I've been delusional, bro.
yeah,
I am delusional. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta kind of be like that when you're,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Even with like streaming and shit. Like the
yeah.
homie Jalen, he be streaming. He don't be having 1,000 motherfuckers in there, but he still act like he do
No, but
because
yeah, that that like that mindset is so important because it's just like shows like yo, I'm comfortable in who I am and what I'm
exactly,
communicating. And
exactly,
that goes such like it goes such a long way, and it's like I even find it
bro.
myself sometimes like from a I think since I started working at an agency, like I think I've been privy to a lot of conversations of people prepping people for business or for sales or whatever. So I'm like, damn, like,
Yeah.
bro, make sure your da 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 package is good and your da 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 da. And it's like the bro just having fun. Like he don't really care about. I'm just like, I'm kind of getting on him for no reason. Like it's cool that I'm like, hey, maybe do this, but he's like, this is what I love. Like I don't really need
Yeah,
to think
yeah.
about that right now. So I think that's a really good point, just about like going 110% for yourself and then collecting
Literally.
those pieces as you go. You know.
That's facts. That's facts, bro. Cause hey man, if you ain't gonna believe in your shit and like do what you love, nobody else can do it for you.
Yeah.
But I do like I guess I have like a slip it's like a split with
Mhm.
that.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know, because I do feel like, yo, do what you want and just like focus on having fun.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, bro, if you don't make your money, somebody else is gonna make that shit.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I do think in this day and age, like, even though it is annoying, like I fucking hate TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I go on there every day. I can't even enjoy this shit no more because a
Yeah.
whole bunch of fucking people are telling me, "Oh, you need to drop this. You need to drop this."
Right.
I'm like,
Right.
"Fuck!
Yeah. Yeah.
Why did I put that fucking video out? Like, fuck, bro."
They don't even know
But
yours.
it's
Like,
just,
brother, drop it now. Beat it.
bro. I'm like, and
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, y'all don't know shit,
Right. Right. I'm tired. I want to sleep.
bro. This shit is not done.
Right.
Sorry, a song doesn't get done in a month.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know how much fucking prep it takes to actually
Yeah.
get you niggas to see this shit?
Yeah.
Like, but people don't understand, you know, like what it really takes to, because, you know, I come from the ilk of just like, yo, dropping a song on SoundCloud, blah, blah, blah. And I just slowly learned, like, yo, it takes more to just
Right.
drop a song than to just click submit or just to
Yeah.
click post. You know,
Yeah.
you got to like prep people
Yeah.
if you want, if, you know, it depends on your goals. Me
Yeah.
personally, I want other people to see it.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I have to prep and make sure, like I just started working on my bio.
Yeah.
I didn't know that I needed that shit,
Yeah.
but you need it. You know, like yeah, you need it.
Yeah.
And it's just like fuck, bro. Like it's just another thing that I don't want to fucking do,
Right.
that I have to do
Right.
just so I can enjoy and make music. But you know, I guess it's the balance. You know, some
Yeah.
people don't really care for that, but they're eventually, if they keep doing what they love, you know, more people are gonna see it, and you're
Yeah.
gonna have to care about
Yeah.
that aspect sooner or later, or
Right.
else you're just bound to get fucked over, man.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of crazy, bro. Art, even niggas who are on their shit and no art, they're getting fucked over.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah. Things
crazy,
moving so fast. It's like
bro.
hard to keep up.
Ah, man, that's why I'm yo like that shit is terrifying.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
is.
But yeah, it's like if I'm not doing 35 things at one time, it's like who's gonna see me? How am I gonna make money from this? Is
Facts.
that consistent? You know, because it's like I think
Yeah.
getting over the mindset of like, I can't have a 9 to 5 was like the biggest thing for me. And it's like now that I've been in that world, it's like, all right, now it's like how do I support myself on my own? How do I build community so that if anything I have something to fall back on, or even just like realizing I don't have to be the face of something to be successful. Like
Yeah.
that joint hurt so bad, bro. Cause I'm like, I'm supposed to be on the world tour. I'm supposed to be the headliner, brother. I'm supposed to be the name and lights, and now it's just like I might be the roadie, and that might be okay, because it's just like you kind of gotta think about things not in a realistic manner to say, but like
No facts.
you gotta
But I
be a
feel
little
you.
more rational with the opportunities you have. It's really interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting because it's like I was just talking to so this dude his name is Quan.
Mm-hmm.
He runs Youth Concept
Mm-hmm.
Gallery, whatever. And he was just saying like, yo, like, yeah, man, like everybody want to be a star, but somebody got to fry that chicken.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, like that's so real. Like that's so real, bro. That's so real. Cause who gonna fry the chicken?
For real, who
Robots? Like, come on, they can't fry no damn chicken. Come on, bruh. It's got to be a human. And I'm like, fuck, like somebody got to be the mailman, bro.
Right,
Somebody got to be the promoter.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to be the nigga making sure the show go right.
Yeah,
And a lot of the times, those are the people who are in the music business at one point wanted to be the guy, the
right,
musician.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And me personally, honestly, in this day and age, I feel like anyone could be the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, because you can put music out and it might not blow up this year,
yeah,
next year,
yeah,
but just with how music works now, it can blow up whenever. Like there's
right.
people who's blowing up off TikTok. They're not even on TikTok.
Yeah,
Their label just put the song on the TikTok
yeah,
metadata and like niggas are playing that shit because it kind of sounds funky or
yeah,
cool or funny, and now they're up. Like it's
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
crazy. Like
yeah.
niggas are really getting a resurgence
Right,
in careers
right.
and shit, and it's
Yeah,
just like you really can just put stuff out. But I do, yeah, like what you're saying is facts.
yeah,
What you're saying is facts. But I do
yeah,
think like, yo, you can still be the nigga, bro. You can
yeah,
still be that guy.
yeah. In
You
your
know what I
heart,
mean?
in your soul. That's where it matters. Nah, it's yeah. Yeah, it's a little overwhelming, man. It's like, I'm just like it's sitting in my head. I'm like, darn, like, man, it's a lot of things to manage in your head, and like you were saying, like before. I think this is one of the first times in history because of access and because of reach that artists have. It's like you could be a person who's running a successful career who you're acting as a manager, PR, booking, like you're doing all that stuff just because you don't have the resources to ask other people to do it for you. So
Facts.
I think on one hand it's interesting seeing the people who can pull it off, who create a standard for people who are just like really good writers who feel like now like they have to build a persona to get their writing off, or who are really
Yeah.
good at just doing graphic design, but like now I got to make video content. So
Yeah.
it's interesting seeing people adapt to these different mediums, and um I think in
It's really
some
just
ways,
making
yeah.
the labels have to work less.
I know. I right.
That's really
It's
it.
like do everything. We just gonna handle publishing and go about our business.
Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, you don't need promo, just go on TikTok.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, yo,
Do a little
how
dance.
about I'm just a musician, bro. Like, how
Right.
about
Yeah.
you do your fucking job?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Like,
what the fuck?
yeah. Is I only see it for people who are maybe like an actor going into music, where I'm seeing like a
Mhm.
big machine and like they're doing the traditional TV shows, they're doing the other interviews, they're doing the like I don't know how to even describe it, but I feel like
Oh, they're doing everything, yeah.
yeah, at the same time
Like
as
the
these
like the Haley sisters
right, 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 where they're like
or Bailey. I forgot.
yeah,
I forgot. I don't know their name.
yeah,
Haley and Chloe, some shit.
right, 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 like
But yeah, them
you see
motherfucking
them
musician,
everywhere.
movie star,
Yeah,
fucking model,
yeah.
doing all that shit.
It's like how you got the
But
time for
that's
that?
got to be the standard now for some reason. Like you
Right.
can't just be a musician. You're right about that, bro.
Yeah.
Because that's all I ever wanted to be, bro. I just like, yo, I just like music, yada yada. But now they're like, nah, yeah, but you got to be the promoter and you
Yeah.
got to be the marketer
Yeah, yeah,
and you
yeah.
got to be the nigga who knows how to get the cover art done. And if you can't get the cover art done, you better get the money to get the nigga to do the
Right.
cover art, or you better have some homies that can do the cover art for you and are willing to just follow your dreams with you. And or yeah, that's it. Really, you just got
Yeah.
to either work or fucking be not known. Like
Nah, cause even if they are just a writer, it's like they snuffed over because like they
yeah,
just don't have maybe a strong not a strong enough voice or something, or just the
yeah.
label is like we only got enough money to pay this star producer and this other
But
person, and the video's got to be $1 million, so you gonna just have to rough it out, and you're not gonna get put on the credits on a song or something. It's wild. It's wild right now.
dude, I seen all right, so I know this kid, he wrote a song for this. He wrote and produced this song
Mm,
for this girl. She put it out.
yeah,
She didn't give him no credit for writing and producing a fucking song. And he put it on, he was on Instagram and he was like,
yeah,
yo man, like y'all should listen to this song, but like she didn't give me no credit for he was keeping it
yeah,
real.
yeah,
And I guess she DM'd him and she's like, oh, like I thought this was a community. Like I didn't know I had to like da 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 da. I'm like, wow, the manipulation is fucking crazy. Like, bro, you're not even making any money from this. Why
Right.
do you like
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
why is it so crazy to just give a nigga
To
his
give
credit?
yeah, a little
Like
bit.
what the fuck?
Just the most basic part of being like, this person was also there
Bro.
during this process.
Like, dude, it's not gonna take away from you. I
Right.
promise.
Right. Yeah.
The people who are listening, most of the time, they're not even gonna look at that shit. It's only the
Exactly.
people who know about it
Right.
who's like, oh, I wonder who did this. Maybe I could give this person a fucking
Right.
opportunity,
Yeah.
but now they can't because
That's
your
all.
dumbass was like, I thought it did the community.
Right. And then
Like,
the
what
bread
the
gonna go to them because like, oh man, you wrote and produced this by yourself. Like that's amazing. That's
they're not
crazy. Like,
gonna they're not gonna put it out like
right.
be like, oh no, I didn't.
Yeah.
Like no,
No,
because
that
if they
wasn't
wasn't gonna
me.
give you credit, they
Yeah.
damn sure wasn't gonna admit that they didn't fucking do the work.
Right. Yeah.
That shit is very discouraging.
It,
I
it,
think about that on a daily basis of just like even when I send like music out to people who are like coming with opportunities,
yeah.
and I'm just like, damn, like if I send this, like, are you gonna steal my
Right.
ideas? Like,
Right.
you know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
But I just have to get over myself, I guess,
Yeah.
and just realize,
Yeah.
yo, like worst comes to worst, like a song comes out similar to the song that you wrote, like you
Yeah.
can still put that shit out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. No. Yeah.
it's really like the world is so big, and if you want to go that route of exposing people, you can.
Right.
Like
Right.
you literally can to get the credit that you need. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, that shit is it is very discouraging.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is very discouraging.
Yeah. It's
Very
super
man.
interesting. I think at the same coin, it's like discouraging. I think it's very inspiring, like you said, because there's just so much music out there now. And
Facts.
as somebody who's just like, I just love falling into music. Even I think
Yeah,
even
bro.
more than I was talking to my homie. He was like my homie Jackson. He was kind of getting mad at me. He was like, it was early in the year. He's like, bro, he's like, it's been a year you ain't put out no music. And I was like I kind of pointed out like 3 or 4 people who made stuff that was like similar to mine. I was like, this guy did, this guy did, like she did, they all did. Because for me, in a weird way, it feels like I'm doing it because I'm like, they took similar inspirations and pushed it out that way. So I feel like for whatever reason, like I'm just getting like supported by the community of art, just being like, oh, we all did this together, just because I'm able to enjoy it, and
Yeah.
it's very interesting, and in that way, I'm interested to see what other mediums inspire you, like on a day to day basis.
Yeah. Um, bro, I fuck with everything,
Yeah,
man. Like I be on Pinterest.
yeah,
Like I mean, bro, like I seen on Instagram the other day, bro. There's just like so somebody painted their bathroom
yeah.
with a heat, like a heat, like
Like a heat gun.
no, not a heat gun. It's like a mood, yeah, literally like a mood ring.
Yeah.
And when you put like your body heat on it, it changes color and shit. And they painted like their whole vanity sink, toilet, and floor
Oh.
that. And I'm like, yo, I need to do that. You know what I mean?
That,
Like it's just
yeah.
I want to make a bed, like I
Yeah.
want to make
Yeah.
clothes, like I don't know, bro. The I just like making shit, and I know that
Yeah.
sounds fucking corny,
Nah. Nah.
but I don't know. Like there's so much shit that inspires me, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's just too much shit. Like, and then like I just have a whole bunch of unfinished shit, like
Yeah.
unfinished ideas and shit, because like I think too much shit is cool.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
now I'm just on this like, okay, I need to focus all my energy on
Right.
one thing,
Right.
and then I can do the other shit that I want to do because
Yeah.
I can't do that shit without making sure this shit's straight.
Yeah.
You know, because nobody's gonna buy a random bed from someone that they don't know, like unless it's a sick ass bed,
Yeah.
like. And I'm not really on that level yet, but I would love to just like I don't know, like there's so much things that inspire me. Another like the biggest thing that inspires me though is
Yeah.
just like giving a nigga that like spark. Like I love
Yeah.
like just I love like a nigga going from I can't do it to like
Right.
he's that guy. You know,
Right.
like I don't
Right.
know how to explain it. It's just like watching an evolution of someone starting to believe in themselves is just so like I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, I gotta
Yeah.
believe in myself.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
don't know, like I love that shit, man. Like
Yeah.
when I be watching documentaries and interviews of just like artists and shit, I immediately want I be pausing mid interview, like,
Right.
let me make a beat real
Right.
quick. Like
Like, damn, I'm
hold on, let me
slacking,
get
bro.
these
Like,
bro. I'm like, hold on, let me get these bars off real quick, bro. This nigga speaking facts. Like, bro, and that shit is like that shit is real, man.
yeah.
Like bro, I love it. I just love inspiration, bro. Like that shit
Yeah.
is I can't live without it, man. Like,
Yeah.
like, like imagine a life where like you just never get inspired. Like you just, all right, I'm gonna do this. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's nice. I don't know. Like, I love just like holy fuck, like being excited
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
you know, and just like wanting to like do that shit. Like, I love being influenced by something that you love. And I
Yeah.
know a lot of people are like, a lot of people don't like that like being influenced thing. Like, all right, like I get it, you know, like being a fan is weird. It's a little weird.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that's normal, bro. That's a human thing. You're excited about something and you love it so much that you might do some weird shit.
Yeah.
And that's human, bro. Like, you know, at the end of the day, I'm gonna when I'm performing on stage, there's gonna be someone who likes me a little too much, because that's just the thing. Like people listen to people most of the time because it gives them that spark of like whether they want to do something, whether they just feel something. Like, bro, it's so crazy when people like, yo, you saved me. I'm like, you listen to my shit
Yeah.
and said I'ma live.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like that shit is crazy. Like but it's fire. I'm like, shit, great. Yo,
Like,
good shit, man.
damn.
I'm glad, you
All
know,
right.
glad I bought you some time.
Right. Right.
But it's just it's a crazy like I
Oh
love that,
man.
man. Like I love just like inspiration in all
Yeah.
facets.
Yeah.
Like I love that shit, man. It's the
Yeah.
greatest thing ever. The greatest thing to mankind, literally. You wouldn't have shit without inspiration.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it comes from everything, bro. I'll literally see like a building a certain way and I'm like, yo, this is hard. Like you just like I don't know. It's just fuck. I
Yeah.
love inspiration, man.
Yeah.
That's yeah. I'm
No, yeah,
sorry,
that's
but
no,
yeah,
that's beautiful. And I think like wrapping it up, I think I want to
yeah,
most importantly get your review on two specific things
for sure.
that I also have enjoyed recently. Um,
Bet.
I want to talk about Beef, and then I want to talk about the Super Mario movie.
I
And
watched Beef in this room.
so the room knows how you feel.
The
The
room,
room,
no,
the room
yo,
understands you.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I
Mm-hmm.
loved that series. It was so fucking good.
So good.
Like I was
Like
just like, wow.
from first episode, I was like, ah,
You know what I mean? I literally watched the whole thing in
yeah,
one sitting, bro.
yeah,
I was just like, yo, I can't. We
yeah.
have to watch the next
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
What are you
And
talking
warning,
about?
spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen the thing. If you just want to skip ahead, like two
Yeah,
minutes or something. But um, towards the end, I thought the episode before the end was the last episode.
right.
Cause I was like, and there ain't no way they could keep going like this.
Keep going,
Like, there's
but
no
hey,
way it could be this good. And then that last episode was like, oh,
that shit is crazy. Like I'm like, and they ended it so crazy. I'm
yeah,
like, wow, she is laying. Like I was like,
right,
what the? Yo, when that nigga shot that nigga, I'm like, wow, you chose all the times to not be a bitch. You chose right now. Like what the fuck, bro? That shit killed me,
bro.
bro.
It
That
was
shit killed
it was
me.
that, and when the art lady got. I was like,
Yo,
oh, 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 oh. I was
yo,
like,
I
this
was
is
not expecting no
yeah.
shit like
And
that.
just
That
get
was some gory shit.
Oh, girl was like, ah,
Bro, that was some crazy shit. I was like,
ah,
okay, some nigga gonna
yeah.
get popped,
Right.
whatever.
One person.
No,
Yeah.
like no, yo, I'm not gonna lie. I thought the brother was dead, like, and I was
Yeah.
like, fuck,
Yeah. That got
bro.
me mad too.
I was like, no. It
Yeah.
was on some like, if I die before your album, do do do.
Right.
I was
Right.
like, no way, bro. No way this nigga died after he learned the truth. That is crazy,
Like that man
bro.
gonna die just because he got hops? Like that's not right. Like you can't
That's
just
not
like that's
right.
not fair to
He didn't
him.
do
Yeah.
nothing. Yo,
He just was
he didn't
online
do
dating, and then
nothing, bro.
he got into some stuff he wasn't supposed to. That's
Bro,
really
he was trading whatever
right.
fucking shit he was trading, and
Yeah,
he was trying to help his
right.
brother.
Yeah.
And that's it, and get some pussy. And that's it.
He succeeded. He did what he needed to do,
He
and
really did though.
made her very happy. And then he just was confused because he was like, "Why does my brother know her? I don't get it."
Bro, I ain't gonna lie though. Yo, like throughout that whole thing, I was like,
Yeah.
yo, I hate this. Like I
Hey.
was like, yo, she started it all,
Right.
bro.
How's she gonna be mad at the man?
Bro.
It
I'm
was
like, bro, he backing up. He ain't even see you. Why you gotta do that? Bro, I was like, yo,
yeah.
get her.
Right.
Chase
Yeah.
her ass.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Bro, and then when the old nigga was just like really pushing
Yeah.
to like, yo, who fucked my flowers up? I'm like,
Yeah.
damn,
Yeah.
old head.
Yeah. He was serious.
Yo.
Oh,
And
it's
then the other girl who tried to like,
yeah.
bro, I was like, wow, like you're
Yeah.
jealous. But then, yo, when the art lady started coming up on what's her name,
Yeah. And
I
she
was
was
like, damn, your girl
I
right
I
there.
liked how it was all connected in that way, but I was like, I see why you mad. I get it. I understand it.
I get it. But
Yeah.
it was just, yo, that shit was fire, man.
Yeah.
That
That
was one of the
show
best series I've seen all year so
that show
far.
was really good. Brody was crying in
Not
that
gonna
church, man.
lie.
He was tearing up.
Yo, when he did that, yo, oh my gosh, bro. When she was just, he was like, she don't even let me touch her. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn. Bro, I was like, damn, she wouldn't even let you touch her since the nigga came to church, bro. That shit crazy.
He over there singing, she like,
Bro,
yeah. She like,
bro,
uh-huh.
I'm like, damn, girl, you got a baby in you. Like,
She keeps talking about, yeah, he was always the nicest with the kids back in the day. We was in high school and
bro,
whatnot. I'm like, all
I was
right.
like, man, get your
Right.
girl, man. Get your girl, bro. Oh man, but that shit was great, bro. And then
Yeah.
Mario movie, that shit was just it was perfect. Like I loved it. It just did everything for me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It
Yeah.
like I do wish that Toad's voice was more like the video game,
Uh,
but hey, man, you can't have it all.
yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think the pacing was just right. You know, it got a little weird, like it got a little fast at parts, but I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I probably wouldn't want to be watching this for 2 hours
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's pretty good. Like I really fucked with it. It was a real like childhood tickler. You know what
Right.
I mean?
Right.
Like
Right.
just to really get me in there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I, I seen a lot of people was like doing little Easter eggs of like, oh, this is like Wreck It Ralph, or this is like
Right.
da 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 da.
Right.
I didn't really notice those things, but just like the scenery of how they made the maps
Yeah.
like so cinematic,
Yeah.
bro, and like how they did the little Luigi's Mansion Easter
Right.
egg in there.
Little touch. Not too
You know
much.
what I
I mean, a
mean?
little.
Just a little touch, bro. That
Yeah.
shit was it was just great. I
Yeah.
really fucked with it. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Yeah. That it was.
I seen this other movie recently. I
Mhm.
think you should check out. It's called Hello God. It's Me, Margaret. It's
Mm.
so fucking funny. It's so
What is
fucking.
that in
I be
theaters
in
right
the
now?
movie theaters. Yeah, it's in theaters
Okay.
because AMC got the $5
Yeah.
Tuesdays. You know what I
AMC
mean?
stubs. Yeah. They
Yeah, you know what I mean. I be in there, so I just try to watch a little thingy thing every week.
yeah.
It's cheap, so
That's a
might as
good.
well,
That's some good advice.
bro. You got to.
I'm
Hey, Jamin
tripping.
said he like your shirt.
Oh, bliss. Had to get activated so you can see the full extent. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's a little different when you sitting down. When you
That setup he has is fresh. I've been trying to. That setup you have right now, with you see
yeah,
how you have the vinyls, like the
yeah.
backdrop right there, and yeah, I've been trying to get something like that. So fire, bro. That's so fire, bro.
Hey, I'll send the link. Amazon. Amazon.
Ah, you're a real nigga for that. I
You
respect that,
feel
my
me?
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let y'all. I love y'all, man. Y'all had a
Hey,
good ass fire thing. It was fire right now. Listening to y'all the whole
hey,
time, man. I
bless. Nah,
appreciate
thank you
that,
for the
man.
vibes earlier, man. You really got me into you transitioned me into this. Like it was.
Hey, nah, I just wanted to make sure y'all were good and shit like that. And it was a cool ass time, a fun time and shit
Yes, for
like that.
sure,
So
for
I'm gonna
sure.
pass the mic to Cosmo. But yeah,
Yes.
Come
Bless,
come
bless.
on,
I'm a little
come on.
tipsy.
Come on. But yeah, man. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
Is there anything you want to say before we go? Any shout outs you want to make? Any announcements?
Shout out to everybody that fuck with me, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Ian Complex.
Oh.
Shout out Procrastination Radio.
Oh.
I really like when I seen you come out with like I remember you was doing like the mixes, like the radio show.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you need to. Hey, man.
Hold on, cause we might have a little announcement coming up this week.
Okay.
I
But
don't
it
know.
just
We might have to talk after that.
let me know. Honestly, like just the name alone, I was just like, fuck, like this is so sick. Like, I don't know, like, cause it's like Procrastination Radio, but the juxtaposition is I'm doing all this shit, but like, don't get it twisted. Like, I still be, you know what I
I'm
mean?
slipping. I'm
I
struggling.
still be slipping, bro. And that's just like for like niggas
Yeah.
think I be on my shit all the time. I'm like, nah, man, I be slipping.
Yeah.
Like for real,
Yeah.
bro. That shit resonated with me, man. So I really
that.
appreciate you and your art, bro. Like that shit is fire.
Thank you. Yeah.
And then when I took a deep dive into the SoundCloud, I was like, hold on, this nigga got bars. I was like, wait. I was like, wait a minute. Wait.
Wait.
But yeah, man.
Hey, nah,
yeah, man.
Appreciate
I fuck with you, bro. I think the first time I met you was Conrad.
Yeah.
You put me on.
I was just saying, I was saying to 7497, I was like, I met y'all the same day, I think, because he was DJing that whatever that like little kickback thing was.
Damn, was he? Yes, he was.
Because he came in and he dipped so fast, and it was the funniest thing. Like he did his thing, he was like, "Yeah, I'm out," and I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Ah."
He's just one of those people who's just like
He do his thing and leave. Yeah. He got his crew.
Type vibe.
He good people. Yeah.
Keep the click.
Yeah.
He's sick
good
though.
People. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I appreciate this convo, man.
Yes. Thank you for coming on. Thank you to
We're gonna do them
listening.
wise words.
Yeah. Hey. Come on. The branding game. We got it. Yes. Anybody listening, whether it's day, night, evening, stop procrastinating and get on your dreams.
Get on your shit.
Accept that kiss Cosmo just gave you, because
you better.
I'm gonna be hot. Yeah.
Grab that shit. You know what I mean? Oh man.
All right. Peace.
Peace, man.